What's up? What's up? Welcome to Grind Time. I am excited about today. I get to, first off, be able to get back around all of our subscribers. Been looking at all the comments, all the new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. I was on a conference call the other day at our company, and one of our subscribers reached out to me afterwards and asked me a really important question. I feel like we really don't talk about it enough. Right? I've searched, I've looked on YouTube, I've looked out on different articles and Facebook. I hadn't seen anything on Instagram. I hadn't seen anything about this discussion that I really want to have. There's a few of those things, a few of those questions that kind of stand out, but the one I'm going to talk about is, I got asked, how is it that you're able to balance being an agent in this industry, right? And if you're getting started, just getting fired off the ground, you're getting an idea of what it's going to take to be successful and have mad success out the gate. How do you do that and still be a husband? How do you do that and still be a father? How do you do that and still be a son and a friend and all those things? And I said, man, that's a good question. And he says, if you will, do a video on that. So in response to that question, here's going to be 5 tips on how to balance being an agent and being all those other things, right? First thing that I feel like is super important as we kind of look at where am I going, right? When we look at our goals, right? We throw this word goals around and everybody has them and we've all got our own idea of what they are, and that's good. But a lot of times we don't do something really critical, and that's bring everybody to the table, right? For me personally, it's something as a husband that I can get better at, right? As a father that I can get better at. But one of the things that I did very early on is I made sure I had a clear goal set, and I let everybody know about it, right? For me, that looked like sitting down with my wife and sitting down with my oldest son and the other ones are a little bit younger and explaining, hey, this transition we're getting ready to go through, it ain't going to be, the easiest thing that we've ever done. I'm in a new industry, right? Learning new skills, having to learn a whole set of new techniques, right? To go out and work with these clients and learn about these policies and these carriers, and I'm going to have to throw myself at this 100% all in. I know, right? Like we're used to, my last job, we didn't have very much time together, right? We have to have these types of conversations because they remember where you come from, right? They remember, hey, you said you were looking for something different for this reason, but they also have to be able to be in a position to understand, hey, what we're doing right now is sacrificing. We're going to sacrifice 60 hours a week, 70 hours a week. Some of you may mean 80 hours a week, right? Going to sacrifice that right now so I can work on getting good at this, so that I can go out and make something happen. And this is what I promised. More of a commitment to everybody, even to myself. And I said, you know what? A year from today, life is going to look completely different than what it does today, right? What does that mean? That really vague. Maybe you're in a place where, man, I don't have really specific goals, but I've got a goal. That's a good start. Right? What's that goal? For me, things looking different meant, man, we're not going to have to worry about bills. We're not going to have to worry about, when they're due and how late we are. And we're going to have to worry about getting an overdraft charge in the bank account. We're not going to have to worry about having to say no about certain things that we really, really should be doing because we just cannot afford it. Life's going to look a whole lot different, 100% different than it does today. Right? And stick to that. Same thing back up. First thing that we got to do is we've got to, whatever they are, set goals for yourself, right? Not only just set the goal, but we got to bring everybody to the table. Second thing that we should be doing, all of us, is setting and identifying what our priorities are, right? First and foremost, what's this thing about? What's important to me? Because there's going to be a lot of different activities that you can throw yourself at in this industry to generate tons and tons of revenue, right? A lot of things that are going to be like first and foremost, like every day, every week, I've got to do this monotonous thing. Like there's going to be a lot of those things on your to-do list, but what are your priorities, right? Where does that start? Well, for me, it starts with a commitment to myself, to filling me up every single day, so that I can actually do some good to those clients and to the people around me, my family, my friends, my team. That starts there. Or am I working on my own, physical well-being? Am I working on my mental well-being? Am I working on the spiritual side, right? What's my priorities? Second, am I still being able to fit in time for all the priorities for my family, right? Who's going to basketball? Who's going to football? Who's got, different activities going on? When am I going to cut the yard, right? Who's going to cut the yard if I'm not going to cut the yard? All this stuff has got to be on my list of priorities. If I'm responsible for taking care of the vehicles and making sure they get maintenance, that's got to be on my list of priorities, those things that have to get done by me, right? Last thing you want to do is to there again put everything to the back burner to go out and pursue this thing, because you start to live in a way that everybody's like, man, this ain't gonna work, and you start to lose confidence around the house. If they know they come first, their priorities come first, you're always thinking about those, you don't have that big of a challenge whenever you need to do those things on the to-do list, right? So priorities first. What am I going to do with those priorities? I want to put those on the schedule first, right? Super important. You'll hear me talk about it a whole lot. You'll hear me talk about routine a whole lot. But today I want to focus on schedule. Schedule is that thing that I've got to put things on, right? I get asked the question all the time, Jeremy, how are you so confident that you're going to be able to go out and make your goals happen every year? Like one of the things that scares me about sales, or that scares me about insurance, I get this from people all the time, is that you don't know if you're going to have a consistent income. I don't know what I'm going to be getting every single week. Well, sort of true if you don't know what you're going to be doing every week. But if you know what you're going to be doing every week, consistency starts with you. So if I'm consistent, my income's going to be consistent. The way that I get consistent is I start to really monitor and live by my schedule. Right? What's on that thing? So first things first, I've got to put my personal development time. We need to put on, that spiritual development time. We need to put on that physical development time. You need to put on all that stuff, right? What are those priorities that I've got to get done for the people that care about me and I care about the most, right? That needs to go on the schedule. After that stuff's on the schedule, then comes your to-dos list, right? Every week I've got to get in front of clients. So where does that start? I've got to get on the phone. I've got to set appointments. When's going to be my dial time? When am I going to be phoning, right? Every week after I dial, I've got to make time to prep for appointments. When am I going to be prepping for appointments, right? After I prep for appointments, I need to be spending some time with my mentor and going over this thing. When am I going to be conversating with my mentor? All this stuff needs to be on your schedule, and you need to be able to live by. Now it's 11:30, it says call my mentor, spend 10 minutes, right? Easy breezy makes it really simple for me to follow what's next, and filling in the blanks around first your priorities. Fourth thing we really have to kind of get good at is we've got to get good at those reminders along the way. What I mean by reminders, right? Some people prefer the reward. I'm a delayed gratitude type of person. I love instant gratification, right? But I'm trying to get myself in a place where I'm speaking delayed gratification, delay it. But if it's scheduled, right? I hit this milestone, next milestone accomplished, we're going to go out and we're going to take a 2-day, getaway. Awesome, hit that milestone, we got our 2-day getaway, reinforcing, hey, we did it, right? It was worth it. Now let's go back out and do it again. Every single time I go out and I reward myself for doing something or accomplishing something that I set out to accomplish, it's going to feed my brain, hey, I can do it. Every time I set a new goal, it's going to make me confident enough to go after that goal with even more intensity. And the people watching you, that family we're talking about this entire conversation, they're going to be more committed to that goal too, because they've seen you go out and hit these goals, these little milestones over and over and over again. And they know you're on the way to step number one, which is that big goal, that life is going to look 100% different a year later goal. They can see you're on your way there. Last tip. So, going back over goals, step one. That's going to be tip number one for you guys. But what are my priorities? Am I scheduling them? Reminders along the way. Big, as it's in big number or big letters, transparency. One of the most difficult things about being in business is being able to admit where I'm at today, right now. How am I tracking on these goals, right? And if I'm not hitting these goals, what do I need to adjust? And have an honest conversation about it. Same family you sat down with and said, hey, these are these big goals. Is the same one at the end of the year, the middle of the year, the third quarter that we need to sit down with and go, hey, we're not even close, right? This is what I'm going to have to do in order to make this happen by the end of the year so that we can hit this new target. A lot of people will see or ignore, that we'll see it, but we'll choose to ignore the fact that I'm not where I need to be. I didn't tackle all these projects. I didn't get it done. And we will ignore the fact that we didn't get it done, right? And accept the fact that it won't be done. One of the best gifts you can give yourself is complete transparency to yourself, transparency to your family, whatever that is, right? Friends, people around you. This is where I'm headed. Keep me accountable. Can't get rewarded if we didn't get there, right? Can't do the fourth tip if I didn't go out and do, the first three, right? If I didn't execute on those goals. I can't make it to the point where we're saying 100% different if I'm not honest about where I am 6 months, 3 months into the plan. Going in, reevaluating, being completely honest, and sitting everybody back down at the table and going, this is what it has looked like, this is where we are, this is what it needs to look like moving forward. If you'll take these 5 tips, one of the things that you'll see is you're going to find that not only are you in this thing, but the people that you're worried about, the people that you're out here working for, they're in it with you, right? They're going to notice the change in you going after your goals without concern of what could go wrong, right? Without backing down halfway through the year, without ignoring all the other priorities that you have at home. They're going to feel it like, hey, this is something that we can do long term, right? I trust your decision. You're going to feel the confidence of, I am becoming the type of person that I want to lead, right? That I want to lead the family that I'm leading. I'm that type of person now. Listen, until next time, keep grinding.